So you're in drop coverage. You're just giving up a 2-on-1. So, I mean, what do you think is going to happen when you give up a 2-on-1? You're going to end up giving up a layup. So, again, I want to look at switching here. I've talked a lot about hedging. Let's look at switching, okay? So right here, just get up and switch. Okay, the key is this player immediately is underneath on the screen because we are jamming for real estate with Valanciunas, jamming for real estate with Valanciunas, jamming for real estate with Valanciunas, jamming for real estate with Valanciunas. We want to stay up the line somewhere here. If they throw it down low, you can double team and rotate. But let's just focus on switching onto this ball handler, okay? If you're up and ready to switch and you guide this ball handler this way, look, you're guiding right into a gap defender. It doesn't have to move. Just jab, recover, okay? That's it, all right? And then this guard is gonna start battling for real estate now, okay? And then if they throw it down low, we have various options that we can do when it comes to doubling and rotating, okay? But here, if you just switch this ball screen, instead you're in this 2-on-1 situation, and that happens. So the Cavs do nothing to defend this dribble handoff ball screen. I mean, he's going to go right in the lane. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. You put the defender at a terrible advantage. Again, look at if we switch, okay? Get underneath right away and start battling for real estate now. Battling for real estate now. Battling for real estate now. And then we just switch this. Look, all we have to do is get up and just guide this player this way. We have a gap defender. Stunt, recover, okay? That's how we can switch this ball screen. Again, if they throw it down low, on Valanciunas on a guard, we have different ways where we can double and rotate, and we can get to that hopefully if that happens. But right here, just switch onto this guard, bring him right into the gap defender right here, and you're good. But the Cavs do nothing about this screen, and the player gets in the lane and draws a 2-shot foul. Guarding away from the ball. Look at this. Why is your back to the sideline? Again, your man's right here. Open up. Move in and open up with your back to the baseline. Wide stance, feet out, pointing at ball, pointing at man, okay? Then you're going to easily be able to recover. But look at this. Because your back is to the sideline, when they throw this pass, look, now you're late to recover, and you just get blown by, and it draws help, and it leads to a layup. Again, look at this defense. What is this player doing? Stop. Your man is all the way out here. Who cares? Drop, okay? Pointers. Point to ball, point to man. Okay? I'm never taking my eye off either, but I'm dropping, okay? And when, again, you rotate with the ball, right? So the ball's in the post. I rotate down, okay? The ball gets swung back out here. Boom, I'm ready to guard right at the three-point line. But when you guard all the way past the three-point line like this, look what happens. And you take your eye off your man. Look, your man's going to beat you, and he's going to go all the way to the rim, draw help, and it's a layup. Bad transition defense. Okay, right here, look at this. Why is this player jogging? Let's take a look. What on earth are you jogging for? I don't care that you're guarding this player. You've got to get back to the three-point line. We need as many numbers as possible on defense. So sprint back, okay? And look what can happen. You can either sprint back and then the communication comes in. So you're sprinting back and you're getting over here, right? Because there's two Pelicans players, so somebody needs to communicate that. But you're sprinting back. So now I'm coming over here. Now this player doesn't need to sag. He can step up. And look, he sends you right into gap help. That sends him right to you. There's no place to go because you're right in the gaps. But again, you're late to get back. I mean, this player sagging is absurd because look what we also could do. We also had the option to get up, right? And we can send this player this way, right into a gap defender right here. But you cannot sag like this and then backpedal and just give up that. Again, when you switch this ball screen, we got to see where we want to get beat, right? Or not beat, but where we want to send the ball handler. You want to send him this way. This player should be in with his back to the baseline, right? Stunt, recover, easy, right? So you send him this way, okay? But instead, you're going to get beat away from your gap help, and it's just right to the rim for two. This is this really dumb drop coverage. I can't stand it. It's so awful. Look at this. You're just giving up a wide open shot. So again, look if we switch this. First of all, I love how high this ball screen is set. This player's immediately underneath, and you're jamming. You're battling for real estate. Battling for real estate. Especially when you're a guard and you're guarding Valanciunas. You're battling for real estate now. Okay? Right now. All right? So this player needs to then get up, and you switch. And what do? You just guide this defender right here into where you have a gap defender in the gaps. And then again, this player underneath is jamming for real estate, jamming for real estate, jamming for real estate. If they throw it down low, we can double. We can certainly double and rotate. But let's switch this screen. This guard can't go anywhere because we're just going to guide him right into this gap defender in the gaps right here. Okay? But again, you run this drop coverage and you're just giving up. You're basically handing off open jumpers. See, again, you're in drop coverage. I just hate it so much. I hate it so much. You just give this guard the lane. Oh my God, I can't. So look at this right here. All right, again, we're switching. Okay? So again, we switch, right? This guard is underneath immediately. So at the three-point line, you're battling for real estate with Valanciunas. Battling for real estate, okay? You are making it hard as heck for him to get established position down low. You want to stay up the line somewhere here, okay? And then if they throw it down low, we have options. We can double and rotate. We can try and dig depending on where he catches the ball. But let's switch this, okay? And then look, okay, right here. Now this player has no place to go, right? We guide him right into this gap defender. Stunt, recover. But instead, you're just giving up the lane to a guard. It's just... Okay, so the Cavs are going to try and X out here, and it fails horribly. Look, they're going to try and initially switch this, okay, and then have Kevin Love come over here. I guess this player come here, and this player takes the guard. Well, it works out horribly. I mean, again, this player's wide open. It's just a bad X out, and this player gets right to the rim and draws a two-shot foul. So again, let's think about switching this. Okay? Right now, this guard, okay? You're immediately underneath, battling for real estate. Now at the three-point line, making it hard as heck for Valanciunas, okay? And then again, so now this player's switching. What can we do here, okay? If we're battling for real estate with Valanciunas, okay, we can stay up the line. And what can we do now? Now we can cut this player's dribble off and send them right here where the lane is clogged because you've been battling for real estate. Again, if they throw the ball down to Valanciunas and take advantage of a big guard switch, there are things we can double and rotate. We can dig depending on where he catches the ball. But as long as you're battling for real estate, you should be up the line somewhere, which means you're clogging the lane, which means this player now can just send him right here where there's no place to go. Or if they throw it down low, we talked about what we can do with doubling and rotating or digging, depending on how high he catches the ball. But, again, you're just trying to do all these weird, like, Xing outs and things, and it's just switch. If you're going underneath a dribble handoff, you have to have the plan to always go underneath here, okay? Like, right now, this is your problem right here. You're going to go underneath the dribble handoff. You can't hesitate and try and go over. Look at this right here. You're either going under all the way, okay, or you're going over, and then we got to defend a screen because this is a dribble handoff screen. See, look what this player does here. Look at this little flinch right there. That's all it takes. Let's watch it again. If you're going under, you got to go straight under. But watch this again. Look at this little hesitation going over. See right there, that little hesitation right there going over means that now when you go under, you're not going to get there in time on the other side, and it's going to result in this player getting right to the rim. And then again, it's another two-shot foul. Can't do it. You just can't do it. Look at this. If this play your man straight up one-on-one, okay? If this player comes and sets a screen, fine. Our ball screen defense will execute, okay? But you cannot do this. Look at how this player is leaning towards the screen. So now it's just going to be an easy ball screen refusal, and now all chaos breaks loose. The defense is scrambling, and it results in a corner three. See, again, you're running drop coverage. You're going to drop the big higher, but it just doesn't matter. You have no backside help. If you're running drop coverage with no backside help, it doesn't matter how this is going to happen all the time. And it ends up being an and one for New Orleans. So look at how high this ball screen is set. So if this player comes off the screen, look at this, and I'm immediately underneath. I'm jamming. I'm battling for real estate. out past the three-point line. And then again, I'm switching, and look what I can do. I can just guide this player into gap help right here. Okay? That's what I can do. All right? But instead, you're running this drop coverage. It's a disaster. It's such a disaster. See, on a 5-on-4 situation in transition, all you're trying to do is delay, okay? This is our fifth guy. We need to just delay until he gets back. So, again, no going towards the middle of the floor, okay? Sprint, 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 sprint back in a straight line. Because look at this. Because you go towards the middle of the floor, you're out here. See, if you had sprinted back in a straight line, you're here, okay? And now it really doesn't matter what happens with. Now we can start delaying this, right? Because if this swing pass gets swung here, you're just still you're just kind of waiting. If they kick it over, you're over. You can then slide over there, or if they swing it over here, Kevin Love can come here. This player can sink down, okay, and this player can occupy Pelicans players 2 passes away. But we need you back in a 5-on-4 to delay this enough to get that fifth trailer back, and then we can set up in our half-court defense. But because you're not back, that you can't ever get settled, and it just leads to a dunk. And again, you got to be connected to your man on a down screen, okay? Right now I'm connected. I'm seeing him setting a down screen. I'm connected. I'm showing, okay? So this player has to go out, and this chase can happen. And then after the down screen, I'm still connected, and I'm just guarding my man normally. What is this? I don't know what this is. You don't defend the down screen, then you just don't defend your man. It's unbelievable to me. This is pretty basic right here. Lauri Markkanen, okay, what are you doing? Your man fakes like he's setting a screen, okay? So stay connected. You just stay connected. That's all you're doing. You're connected. Okay, actually you're in more because you're rotating with the ball. But you're always seeing ball. You're always seeing man. You are never taking your eye off of either for more than a second. Head on a swivel. Pointers out. Pointing at ball, pointing at man. So I know I'm seeing both. But again, Lauri Markkanen is going to ball watch. Okay, he's going to take his eye off his man, and what does that do? Then he's going to get beat back door, which requires Kevin Love to then have to show, and then the corner's wide open, so it's a corner 3, and that's all because of Lauri Markkanen not seeing his man. Okay, so first of all, you don't guard this cross screen the right way. That's a problem, okay? This cross screen right here, you just jam this player as he comes through to let this big on the other side. So you don't guard the cross screen the right way. You end up switching. Okay, fine. But now you got to rotate. You have to rotate. So Kevin Love can't be here in the lane, and this player can't be here in the lane. Kevin Love's got to be up the line. This player's got to be towards the corner, okay? Because once this double team comes, we need Kevin Love moving over here, okay? And then on the air time of that pass, this player's moving up, and then on the air time of that pass, this player's coming here and bumping this player over here. That's your rotations. This is how you double and rotate and get away with it. But the Cavs don't even get the first rotation right, and it's just a wide open 3. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, this is transition defense. You have to communicate. You just have to, okay? Like right now, okay? Someone's saying, I got the corner, okay? Someone's got to say that. So if this player's got the corner, say it. So this player knows he should stay here, okay? If this player's got the corner, then say it. So this player knows he should stay here. But look what happens. We got 2 people here going to the corner, nobody to take this man in the middle here, and it's just going to end up being a 2-shot foul. That's why you have to communicate in transition. Again, communication in transition. You're not getting back to random spots on the floor. You're getting back to bodies, and you got to communicate. Look at right here. Stop. Okay? Who's got the ball? Someone say, I've got the ball. Is this player saying I've got the ball? Then this player should know to take Valanciunas. Okay? Is this player taking the ball? Then this player should know to take Valanciunas. But when there's no communication or the communication's late, you've got to communicate early on in transition. Transition defense is all about communicating. You're going to get cross-matched. It happens all the time. But when you don't communicate, you just get back to random spots on the floor. This happens. Wide open 3. Okay, so we got back-to-back ball screens here. If you're switching this, you just switch this first, both of them. Switch, okay, so that right now, again, when this player comes off this handoff, now this player can switch, right? We can send him right into gap help here, and then this player is able to, what? Immediately be underneath, battle Valanciunas for real estate. It starts right away at the three-point line. Look what happens. Look what happens when you aren't battling for real estate with Valanciunas right away. Look at this. Look at this. Now he's able to seal you right now. And what does that mean? Now this player's got to come over and show, and then they're just going to swing it here, and this player has no chance of getting back, so it's just going to be a rip-and-go drive and a layup. Here's your classic stagger screen, and you're 0 for 2 on this. Because you got to be calling out, right now this player's got to be calling out stagger, stagger, stagger. Because this player is not going over the first one, okay? He's going under the first one. Then you go over the second one. Then this player's attached and shows so that this player cannot just curl off of both. He has to go out a little bit, and then you can go under and over, and the chase works, right? But look at this. First of all, you go over the first. So stop it. Look at the separation right here. Okay, you go over the first, and now, I don't even know what this is. It's two players go to the ball. Now Kevin Love's got a showdown here. He can't take his man out here, and again, you just end up giving up a wide open three. Again, this is why in transition you get back in a stop right now. So right now, this Cavs player just get back in a straight line, in a straight line, in a straight line, in a straight line. We need to make sure that you're behind the ball and you're able to, we can, at the three-point line, you can turn around and guard the ball one-on-one with your back to the baseline, right? But look what happens when you go towards the ball. See, now you're never behind the ball. And look, now Lauri Markkanen, as opposed to dealing with Valanciunas here and battling and battling and battling for real estate, he's got to go towards the ball. And then by the time, now Valanciunas is there and sealing you. And at that point, it's over. See, again, you're running drop coverage and you have no backside help. That's so bad. See, this is going to happen every single time. So, again, let's take a look at it. Why can't we switch this? Okay? Get underneath, you get up, okay? You're jamming, battling for real estate, okay? So you're somewhat up the line here. And now if I'm this guard, I can cut this player's dribble off, up here, send him right here where the lane is clogged because you're battling for real estate, so you can stay up the line, okay? So you can stay up the line somewhere around here, okay? But, again, you run drop coverage and you have no backside help. There's not much good's going to come from that. So, again, this is really bad transition defense. Look at this. Stop it. What is this player doing? You don't get back to random spots on the floor. Look at this. Come over here. You get cross-matched. It happens, okay? You take this player, and then look at this guard. You're this guard. You've got to come here, okay? Because if you're this guard right now, I want you battling for ground with Valanciunas now. But look what happens. This player's standing in the middle, in a random spot, not getting to a body, and this player's not going to do anything about Valanciunas. So he's just going to let Valanciunas roam all the way to the rim. And now look, now he's in the charge circle, and it's an easy offensive rebound and two-shot foul. And you can't jog. Watch this player here. Look at this jogging. This jogging out of the gate kills you. See this jog? Now he starts to turn on the jets. And you're going towards the middle of the floor. If you start sprinting now, and in a straight line, you're probably ahead of the ball. Seriously, if you're sprinting, you're probably ahead of the ball. At the very least, you're here, and I don't have to backpedal. I can cut this dribble off and send you right into gap help. Or I can then come take the ball. You can come over here, and now I can send you into gap help right here. But that jogging, and then look at, these two players, I don't really know what they're doing. Someone should be coming over here so this player can cut this player's dribble off and send him into gap help. It's all a disaster. This is really what we're worried about because this player jogs, so he's behind the ball, and it just ends up being a layup for New Orleans. Drop coverage. I just can't stand it. Look at all the problems with drop coverage. One, you're letting this guard in the lane. Okay, so when you let this guard in the lane, this skip pass is much easier to make. Okay, so that's number one, because this player's trying to get in backside help. Number two, because that big had to drop towards the ball, look, now Valanciunas has him sealed. Now it doesn't matter because this player is going to make a wide open catch and shoot three. So let's look at the difference here if we hedge. Okay, right now. Okay, we're up. We're pushing this guard out. This is hedging now, okay? This backside defender can step up because now this skip pass is being made from all the way over here. So now I can get in backside help and recover in plenty of time. but you run drop coverage. Now this guard has the lane, and now we're screwed. Again, you want to direct the ball handler into the teeth of your defense. Look at right now, stop. First of all, this player should be dropping a little bit with his back to the baseline. But right now, look, if I angle my player this way, look at this. He's walking right into a gap defender right here, okay? Right into him, okay? He's got nowhere to go, okay? But instead, you let yourself get beat this way, and now look, now you've got a foul, and it's 2 shots for New Orleans. Again, if I'm Lauri Markkanen right here, right now, this player's now got to call that he's in the gap. Right here. I'm saying, I got your gap. I got your gap. Okay? So if I'm Lauri Markkanen, I'm up right now, and now I'm cutting this player's dribble off. I'm cutting the court in half. The only place this player's going is this way, right into where the lane is clogged. Okay? But look, you let this player back off now, and now the lane isn't as clogged, and he's going to shoot right into you, and it's 2 shots. Okay, this is drop coverage, which I can't stand, but that's not the problem on this play. Again, with Valanciunas, stop. You can't just let him chill right here. You got to battle for real estate now. Now. Look at this. I mean, he can't be just standing in the lane. Yeah. Now. Okay? You can't let Valanciunas just stand on the block like this. Because look what happens. Shot goes up, and look at Valanciunas is in the charge circle. So you're screwed. And now it's an easy offensive rebound and a foul and 2 shots for New Orleans. Again, you've got to guard this player one-on-one. Look at this. Guard him one-on-one. If you get screened, our ball screen defense will execute and we'll get a stop. But what you can't do is, look at this. He's going to start feeling for a screen, and no screen gets set. The guy slips it. So now it's just a ball screen, and now it's just a straight line drive to the rim for 2. Okay, so again, we're in drop coverage. Oh my God, I hate it so much. I hate drop coverage so much. I hate giving up open jumpers. Okay, so right here, stop. What if we hedge? What if we hedge? We talked about switching, but what if we hedge? Okay, push this ball handler out towards half court. Now this player can get up and backside help. You want to make a pass all the way over here, easy recovery. Okay, the other thing, if this player cuts, you just yell out cutter. This player comes over here, this player slags down, and then the man in backside help goes and X's out onto the weak side of the floor. Okay, so that's a much better option than just handing this guard an open jumper. Like, what is that? Oh my God, again drop coverage. Again, stop doing it. Look at this. You're trying to fight over the screen, so look, now you're behind the ball handler, and he's just going to shoot right into you, and that's a 3-shot foul. Oh my goodness. Again, this is the same outlook. Hedge. Push this guard towards half court. Backside defenders up here so they can't make this pass. Okay? If the skip pass is made here, I can recover. If this player cuts, again, cutter. This player slides down. This player moves over here, and the man in backside help X's out onto the weak side of the floor. But I mean, my God, this drop coverage. Why? This is why you can never backpedal like this in transition. Sprint back. Look if you sprint back, look at this. Now you're right here ready to guard. And what can I do? I can cut this player's dribble off and send him right here. This player's in the gap. There's no place for this player to go. Okay? None. Cut him off, send him this way. But instead, you're going to let yourself get beat baseline. Look at this. Now you're all turned around. Now this handoff happens, and you're just there's nothing you can do. And now again, and then here's the other issue: is this first of all, this player's too far over. He should be up. This is double teaming. Okay, like if you want to double here, you got to rotate here, and then this player's got to go there. Okay, and again, we talk about you can't move your feet in. Look at his feet. Okay, because he has see when he always move his feet in. If your feet are fine and you're just stunting and recovering, you have maybe a chance to get out. This is still pretty low. I would probably get up the line a little bit. But again, you have no chance of getting out if your feet take you inward like that. Okay, now you have no chance of getting outward, and it gives up a wide open 3. Offensive rebounds are just like transition. You can't stand in a random spot. You've got to get to bodies, and you've got to communicate. Okay? So New Orleans comes up with this offensive rebound. Stop. This player, get to this body here. He does. Okay? Now we got to talk. Okay? Let's take a look. All right. So right here, These three players are standing in the middle of nowhere. You've got to get out to this player's got to go out and get to a body. Okay? Someone's Evan Mobley or Kevin Love. One of you's got to say, "I got this player here." Okay? And when that happens, then this player's whichever of in this case it's this player, then this player's immediately got to go over here. This is what you have to do off of an offensive rebound. It's just like transition. You can't stand in random spots, and you've got to communicate. But again, there's very light communication. You're just getting back to random spots, so Kevin Love's not able to get out. It's an easy pump fake and go drive, draw help, and it's an open three. Again, transition defense. You don't get to a random spot on the floor. You get to a body. Kevin Love is standing in a random spot on the floor. Get to a body. Look what happens. Stand in a random spot on the floor, don't get to a body, and you give up an open three. Let's take a look. Could Kevin Love have gotten out there? I mean, again, like it looks like maybe he could have. If he could, you're up, and you're sending this player right into gap help. But again, you do yourself no good by just standing in the middle of nowhere. Go to a body. Right now, when you get back, don't go stand in the middle of nowhere. Go find a body that you're going to pick up. Kevin Love doesn't, and so there you go. You give up an open catch-and-shoot three. Again, guard your man one-on-one. Don't just if you get screened, get screened. Our ball screen defense will execute and get a stop. But you can't do this. Look at how this player is already feeling out a screen that doesn't ever get set. So now this player is easily able to blow by him, and it's just a wide open little shot in the lane. I mean, you got to switch this first ball screen. When you see consecutive ball screens happening, you got to switch this first ball screen, okay? I mean, right here, I'm either switching this first ball screen or I'm hedging this first ball screen. Let's say, just for the sake of argument, you switch this first ball screen, okay? Now you got to immediately get underneath, okay? So you're switching this first ball screen, so you're up, you're underneath, right? And then look at how and then again, you're in drop coverage, which is just, you allow a snake dribble and a little shot at the basket. Okay, so let's say I switch this. So now this player's up here. Now I can hedge. Because you didn't switch, look how far behind this player is. I can't hedge when there's this much separation between the two. So that's why I'm saying switch this. Switch the first, okay, and then the second, you're hedging. So this player's coming off this screen, and I'm hedging and pushing him out here. This player gets underneath. Look at this. There's no place for this player to go. The backside help is literally standing and waiting. But instead, you're doing this, where you can snake dribble and just get an easy layup. What? See, why are you why are you angling your body so this player can go this way? Angle it this way so there's no place for him to go this way. But instead, look where you let yourself get beat. And now there's no gap help, so it's a layup. Defense away from the ball. Let's take a look. Stop. Look at this player. Why is your back to the sideline? Or to the sideline right now, okay? Back to the baseline, okay? And we talk about it all the time. You've got to be in a position where you do not need to move in, okay? If your back is to the baseline and you're not moving inward, you'll always be able to get back outward. But this player's his back's to the sideline, and let's zoom in on his feet, okay? And you can still see look at his feet on the airtime of this pass. See how he has to move in? That means you're never going to get back out, and you're going to end up giving up a catch-and-shoot three. See, again, in transition, you get cross-matched. Again, it happens. You got to communicate it, okay? Right now, this player's guarding Valanciunas. That's certainly a cross-match. But right as Valanciunas, come up right now. Battle for real estate with Valanciunas now. Now. You initiate contact. When you let Valanciunas initiate contact, look what happens. You're just letting him get to wherever he wants to on the floor, okay? And now look, now that draws all this attention right here, and here, okay? Again, if you initiated contact here, okay? Here, started nudging him, jamming him for real estate. Now that's not going to draw all this attention, but now he's got you sealed. You just let him get inside the block. So now all these players are coming over here. I mean, if you were going to double and rotate, this is not how you do it. And then Valanciunas is able. They're not going to even throw it to Valanciunas. They're just going to kick it out here, and nobody's able to get back because of all of that. And it's a three. Be connected to Valanciunas here. Look at this right now. Again, start battling now. I should never see Valanciunas like this. This should never be like this. Start jamming him now. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Okay? Always be, look at it. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Look what happens. You lose sight of Valanciunas, so now look. Now he's going to catch the ball at the free throw line, okay? And it makes things, oh, look at this. If I'm battling him the whole way, like I'm pushing him out, I'm jamming, I'm jamming him as he comes through, I'm jamming him as he comes through this way, okay? Now he's catching the ball out much further past the free throw line, okay? He's catching it somewhere out here, but now I've let him catch it at the foul line, so now he's just going to be able to rip and go. Now right here, right here, this player's got a stunt right now. This dribble's got to get picked up right now. This player does absolutely nothing. But again, the game was lost when you just let him chill in the lane, and then you became so unattached to him that he's catching it right at the free throw line, okay? And it's just going to lead to an easy layup. Don't get back to a random spot on the floor in transition. Find a body, okay? So Lauri Markkanen's not in my picture right now, but he should be coming up to find a body, right? Where he is now, coming up to the three-point line. Look at when we first see Lauri Markkanen. This means he's gotten back to just a random spot on the floor. Right now, you should be right up at the three-point line, ready to guard. Okay, but you can see right now he's just standing at a random spot on the floor. When that happens, this happens. You're not able to get out, and it leads to an open three. Bad transition defense again. If you're Lauri Markkanen, just sprint back, sprint. Get to the three-point line. If you sprint back to the three-point line, you're able to guard the ball one-on-one. Same thing with this player. Sprint back. Now I can get into the gaps as deep as I want to. But look at Lauri Markkanen is going to jog back and then start to backpedal. This player's been, let's watch this player. This player here has been backpedaling the whole way. Okay? So again, if everybody's just sprinting back, this player's sprinting back. Look, okay, this player should be down here, right? Your man's out here. Who cares? If you're right here, now there's no place for this player to go. But you're still out past the three-point line because of your stupid backpedaling. Markkanen's also not really guarding the ball because of his stupid backpedaling. And now this player's just going to get right to the rim for a layup. Got to stay connected to your man in this situation, okay? Let's take a look. Stop. So first of all, your man is going to fake like he's going to set a cross screen right here. So I need to be connected to my man because when the man comes through, I need to be able to jam him, okay? But the reason I'm also connected to my man is if he fakes this cross screen and then they just come through a down screen, I'm right with him here, okay? And then this player here can come up and show. But look at this. See? Look at how disconnected you are because you were unconnected when he was setting a cross screen, which you shouldn't have been anyways because you were jamming the player as he comes through. So now, I mean, this player doesn't show, but you're so far behind it doesn't even really matter because now it's just an open catch and shoot three. Stay connected to your man as he was faking that cross screen that he was going to set. Okay, so I strongly disagree with switching this down screen. There's no need to, okay? What's this player doing? Your man is setting a down screen. Get attached and show. So Valanciunas has to go out a little bit and Kevin Love can just chase right through, okay? But you do switch this down screen. Okay, whatever. If you're Kevin Love, stop what you switched. Like, the way you don't switch this down screen is very simple. Again, attached, show, Kevin Love chase, okay? Makes Valanciunas go out. But you don't show, so you're forced to switch. But now, again, if you're switching, if you're Kevin Love, you're not hesitating getting out, okay? Like, right now, I'm going with my man, okay? And as he comes out, I am going to stop right about here, halfway between the three-point line and the ball, maybe even a little bit up. So then this player can come this way, and I can dig and recover and easily get out. But when you're hesitating like this, you're not really getting out anywhere because again, you're not look when the pass gets made out. See, you're still standing here as this player's here. No, you should be here, okay? And you can stop there. And then when this ball gets kicked out, if it gets kicked out, I'm in position to dig and recover, or if it gets kicked out, I'm easily just able to slide up. But you're way out of position, so now this man gets an open three. You get back to bodies in transition, not random spots on the floor. This is a random spot on the floor for this player right here. Okay? Right now, you're going back. This player has the ball. You're here. You're guarding the ball. Is it a cross match? Yeah. So what? It happens all the time in transition. You got to guard the ball. Okay? Let's take a look. So you're guarding the ball. This player's guarding here. Okay, we got a trailer coming back here. Okay, hopefully we got another trailer coming back here. If not, we can delay it enough till we get that fifth trailer back. But again, you're guarding the ball. Guard the ball. What is this? Why are you not guarding the ball anymore? There is zero reason why you're not going under this right here. Stop. Look at this dribble handoff. Go under it. Okay? So now when Valanciunas sets it, first, so you can stay with your man. Okay? But second, just go under it. Okay? Because now look. Now, if you went under this, okay, now you're with your man. Okay? I mean, again, I guess if you're switching this, you got to call it out. This player then has to switch, and you got to come back here. You can't fight over the top of this dribble handoff that is set at near half court. Get underneath, okay? Because then what? Then if you're underneath, what can we do? We can hedge this now, okay? Because you're right with your man, and he's not going to be able to split through. And where's this player going? The backside help is literally right here, okay? But, but again, now you're in a spot where you are just going to let, again, you're switching this second screen, but you're so far behind Valanciunas, you have no way to battle for real estate. You're switching over the top. So now Valanciunas is going to get all the way low like this. He's got you sealed because you had no chance of getting him off a spot anyways, and it's a two-shot foul for New Orleans.